What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you round 2 of the Fanime tournament that I recently won. This game is going to be going up against Jason, who has a team that is very, very solid, has Kang, Thundurus, Primal Groudon, and Yveltal. Its greatest strength is the amount of pinning it can do and trapping people into multiple moves like Fake Out or Taunt, or just very strong AoE moves from Pokemon like Groudon. It's a very, very solid team. It's not super hard to play, but this is a very close game, and I'm going to hop right into it without any more delay. I don't know, this is one of those games where sometimes, you know, you just have to fodder your Xerneas, because there's nothing you can switch to. You just gotta eat those big attacks and deal with it and try and claw your way back, and this is just one of those games. So we're leading Xerneas Raichu. That's normally how I like to lead in like a very first game scenario, just to scout my opponent. And what we're going to do here is a combo that I do every once in a while, and it's really hard to pull off against these super high level players, especially in a situation like this. Well, only in a situation like this. So we're going to go for a Protect with the Xerneas, because we're blocking either the Taunt or the Fake Out. It's pretty obvious one of those is happening, and we're just going to go for the immediate turn 1 Encore up onto this Kangaskhan, just locking it into Fake Out. You should have seen the look on this guy's face when it happened, because he was like, yeah. So what a super high level player would have done right there was probably taunt the Xerneas to keep it just checked, and just go for the hard double edge right into the Raichu. And, you know, like, worst case scenario for him, I Fake Outed his Kangaskhan that turn, you know, so that's what a normal player would have done, and I knew that I could get away with it. So we force his Kang out, and he decides to come with Groudon, a Pokemon that both of my Pokemon really struggle against, and this is where we finally eat the taunt on that Xerneas, and we're just not gonna obviously fall for the taunt. We're gonna go for the big Volt Switch off of the Thundurus, leaving it just out of Citrus Berry range if it decides to hold a Citrus Berry. I don't really know its item, but I know that it's right out of Citrus Berry range, and we're gonna come in with Salamence and get a pretty big Intimidate up onto that Groudon, if it's a physical one, and we're going to follow that up with a Moonblast onto the same Thundurus slot, going for the KO. So Thundurus gets taken out on turn 2. That is pretty good, but my Xerneas is taunted, and there's an Intimidated Groudon and a Kangaskhan on the board. So it's one of the situations where, like, I can't protect, and I don't want to switch. So we're going to Mega Evolve into Mega Salamence, gain Aerial 8, and my Xerneas just kind of has to eat a couple attacks here. So he's going to go for the Fake Out on my Salamence. I was trying to, you know, I was trying to steal a free turn, because I was like, maybe he'll Fake Out the Xerneas because he doesn't want to eat a Moonblast Hyper Voice and lose his Kang. That's what I was thinking he would do. He decides just to go for the Fake Out and the Eruption, and both my Pokemon get knocked for about almost 70-80% of their health. As I go for a Moonblast to retaliate, it does a little bit over half, but it's going to force my Salamence out because I don't want to go down to a Sucker Punch. I'm going to switch with the Raichu here because I know he's going for Sucker Punch Eruption. He has no reason not to. There's the Sucker Punch, and there's the Eruption. So we are going to lose our Xerneas for pretty much free here, and my Raichu Sash is going to get clocked. But it's not the end of the world. We did take out his Thundurus. We have revealed that his Groudon is a special attacker, and we know that his Kang is relatively low. So it's time for me to finally come out with my Groudon. I know some of you guys that watch my videos have known that I've used Groudon for almost the whole format, but you rarely ever see me actually rely on the Groudon. It's almost more of like a trump card. This time I set up the play to bring out the Groudon. I'm going to go for a Fake Out onto his Groudon, not the Kang, onto his Groudon to lock it up so it can't KO me with an Earth Power. I'm going to eat the Sucker Punch from him, which is the correct play because his Kang is going to be going down this turn. And I just go for a Precipice Blades, and I actually hit both of them. That's one of the reasons why I don't like relying on Groudon, because you can just miss all your Precipice Blades and then you just lose everything. So we're going to take out his Kang. He has 2 Pokemon left, this Groudon and I think his Yveltal left. So he's going to come with the Yveltal here. And I am feeling pretty confident now. I did lose my Xerneas, my Salamence is low, but I definitely have stabilized. All I need to do now is pretty much take out the Yveltal, and then my Salamence can finish off Groudon. That's how I see this game going. So I go for a Volt Switch, does a huge amount of damage up onto that Yveltal. I decide to come in with my Salamence, and I'm just doing this to block, like, you know, anything he would go. I was expecting an Earth Power or Precipice Blades, and note that I'm going for the Fire Punch here. I knew I'd be faster than this Groudon because I'm full speed and his was special. I crit there, but I didn't need it. But note that I said I was faster. I knew I was faster just from the type of Groudon he had and the type of damage that he took from my Precipice Blades. He does retaliate with the Precipice Blades, and my Groudon does go down. My Raichu would have went down if I didn't switch. I think the only thing that could have gone wrong there is if for some reason, you know, he went for Rock Slide instead and, like, crit everything. That would have been bad, but it's okay. We go for the fake out here to lock up his Groudon, and then a Hyper Voice from my Salamence to finish it off. So, looks like a really close game, but I definitely had enough time to sit there, think about all my moves, and plan everything accordingly. I just had to use more resources than I normally have to win my games. So, very solid game. Round 2 against Jason. I think there's like 4 or 5 rounds in this tournament. It's not the biggest tournament. It's not like on the level of a huge VGC, but it's definitely like a mid-season showdown, or it was bigger than a mid-season showdown. So I don't know. Pretty good game overall. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.